Welcome to On the Chain.
Oh, yeah. Before showtime, I saw that Brad Garlinghouse put out a tweet thread. What do you think about that? Mr. Garlinghouse put out a tweet thread. We're going to go ahead and we're going to review it. It's not a big one, but it's just...
All right, let's jump right into that one. Straight to the
do
Garlinghouse.
it. Look at this. So Garlinghouse said, I'm excited to announce Ripple brought back our Series C. That was December of 2019 shares at a $15 billion valuation. $15 billion valuation. Remember, I thought they were evaluated at that valuation of $10 billion.
Yes, well,
are they saying their Series D was based on a $15 billion valuation?
It's crazy. It might be. But
look at
funny,
this.
When I first saw that tweet, I saw 1.4. I'm like, what is that? A quarter of what? Is 15 billion a quarter? Did they sell a quarter of the shares? But then I realized, I was like, oh, that's 1 of 4.
1 of 4, man. Yeah, 1 of 4. I could have put 1 of 4, what makes a little more sense, but 1/4. And check this out. 2022, slow down, not in our vocabulary. Even with 2021's headwinds, our best year on record and Ripple's financial position with $1 billion, Jeff, is the strongest we've ever been. What do you think that says? Is this like coded for the SEC?
I think
it's like one of these.
I think it's written all over it. They're like
one of these things where they wind this finger. It looks like more like that, right?
It looks exactly like that. I mean, this is great. A bigger valuation. They bought back all of the Series C. That's big. So there's good cash flow coming in. If there's good cash flow coming in, their solution successful. If their solution successful, that means financial institutions and banks and others are utilizing their solution. And there's something happening out there, regardless of what the SEC is doing. Is that what you read into it?
Thank you for clarifying that. So I see what happened there. They bought back their Series C, but now they did it at a $15 billion valuation. Back then it was only $10 billion. They paid a premium, $5 billion, potentially more than what the valuation was, which means they bought back the Series C. And we got to look into that. If somebody, we got to figure this out. We'll look what the Series C was, and then we can do a little bit of math. We can figure out what the valuation was then. But they paid an extra 50% for it, give or take, right? So that means whoever their Series C investors were made some money, turned it around 3 years in, out. 2019, 2022, out.
Hey, Chip, how do you like your steak? Do you like your steak kind of like a medium rare?
I was a very
medium well.
I was a medium rare guy, and then I'm like medium. Then I went more to a medium well, but I like medium rare. I like this. I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
What's your favorite cut?
If it's a red piece, what do you like, Jeff?
How about like a bone-in fillet?
Bone-in fillet is very nice, Jeff.
That'd be pretty good. Add some sides to that, maybe some potatoes.
You know what'd be even better is like Mr. B and Alex, getting all the sides, maybe getting 2 cuts of meat. That might even be more exciting, Jeff. Like, say I'll take a bone-in and
some butterflied shrimp.
Oh,
shrimp cocktail, like the big butterfly.
A little surf and turf you got going on there. Now I'm starting to get a little bit hungry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So they have $1 billion in the bank. Mr. B's here? Oh, I didn't know that. It's just, oh man, who knew? So as we look, it's RippleNet is much more than cross-border payments. Jeff, we've been seeing this for years. Don't single them out. Nobody puts baby in a corner, right? It's just like you got to be more. There's more than just a cross-border payment thing going on. It's bringing crypto native services such as liquidity to enterprise.
Yeah.
Today, the network has a volume run rate of more than 10 billion. That's a pretty solid run rate. Huge props to the team for continuously upping the game, leaning into new capabilities year after year.
Year after year after year. And I kind of look over at the SEC circus, and I'm trying to factor in their personal opinions and their lawsuits and this whole MIT rollout, but their choice of clothing is stellar. Look at that.
Did someone say stellar?
Did someone?
I'm going to raise your stellar with XRP.
Little XRP.
So Jeff, just so you know, this is not 3/4 or one.
It's not 3/4. I was wondering.
No.
Let's see. We're doing 2 quarters, 3 quarters. Start with a quarter.
Add
quarter of the
quarter.
conversation. So Mr. B is saying, we will win, but you guys forget, even if you lose, you win.
Okay. That's right. We all win no matter what,
We all
really. I mean,
win.
there's going to be a great outcome. Let's put it that way.
That's right.
As
There
long as
will
there's a
be a
great.
good outcome.
And by the way, I saw a Mr. B tweet linked to, and I think it was like 90 minutes went through 800 million in shares of Ripple.
Wow.
That's
Pretty good.
yeah. I mean, and we
Nice.
just, and then we see this that happened earlier today, and now we see a
Then,
tweet
yeah.
like this where they bought
Interesting.
back their Series C at a $15 billion valuation. So now we know that Ripple is valued at $15 billion. $15 billion
Action going on over there. So XRP Panic wanted to know how we went from share buyback to stakes. So
well, Mr. B, let's tell them why, because Mr. B's in the chat, and Mr. B and Alex, you know him as Coining 203, wagered a bet with Jeff and I that we would be going to a steakhouse. And Jeff, you want to let them know what the bet is?
And this is all based on whether or not there'll be a settlement between the SEC and Ripple. And our thought process was there won't be a settlement. It's going to go the distance with a judge decision. And their point is that there'll be a settlement. And so that's kind of how this all kind of spun into steak and potatoes.
That's how it got off on the steak and potatoes. But
that's right.
I knew where Jeff was going with this thing. I know where he's headed. So look at this. Ripple X full speed ahead on establishing a multitude of capabilities to the XRP ledger. NFTs, CBDCs, interoperability, bridges, sidechains, so much more, working hand in hand with devs, partners around the world. It's a multi-chain world after all. I love how you said that. It's a multi-chain world. There's a song there. There's a song there somewhere. Multi-chain world after all. A little fun. And look, he's putting up the smiley face. Garlinghouse is feeling good.
World after all.
I mean, imagine this company that you at the helm of now going into your 7th year, and you are absolutely bringing it to a level of where you last year, best year ever. 2022, bound to be more of the same.
Loaded. How about that? Loaded all the way.
Loaded, yes.
Laughing all the way to the bank.
All the way to the bank.
All the way to the
bank. Do you ever see those clowns, Jeff, like in the windows? Those like animated things. They're like,
this.
You ever see that, Jeff?
I have.
Animatronics, Jeff.
Yes,
it's
animatronics.
I heard it's the future.
I did too. I heard that's everyone's gonna. Yeah, it'll be nothing but animatronic. Forget the metaverse and all that other strictly animatronic.
Dog and pony
going
show.
Animatronic all the way. It's a lot more exciting. Hey, so hey,
exciting.
It's exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.